there all the way down there in the first half of the stream. You showed some trains parking. Well, we'll make more progress on the tracks because I'm going to play with more trains for after hours. So let's do Space News now. I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break, and we'll go from there. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I spent half the stream building track and half the stream driving the trains, Doom. Where were you? Take it 30 minutes so you don't have to rush through lunch. I'm scheduled to not eat lunch today, Jim. So, yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, so let me switch up the titles here. I'll put on a Jam Handy video here. Science and Technology. Space and Rocket Review. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, you eat lunch. It's now your homework. No, I ate a lot last night. Dang it. Now you got until my nap is over to talk about space stuff. All right, here we go. Let me just make sure that the audio is good on this.
For all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8
Like a message. I have a message for you. Nice. Yep. This'll do, pig. I'll be right back.
For all the people back on Earth, the crew of Apollo 8 has a message that we would like to send to you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day.
In the beginning, the void, the darkness, then light, then life. And from life came man, joining the caravan for the long, slow journey through a world of discovery, invention, exploration. His marks, his milestones, stretch out through the centuries. His footsteps echo down through the corridors of time. Time. July 1969 in Florida. The footsteps, the caravan quickened. The corridors shortened as man reached outside his world into another void. Today in Florida, they go about their lives. taking only a sideways glance at the reminders of that milestone. Reminders, images that vaguely jog our memory.
This is Apollo Saturn Launch Control, aiming toward a planned liftoff time of 32 minutes past the hour, the start of our launch window on this mission to land men on the moon. The countdown still proceeding very satisfactorily at this time.
Time, it plays tricks on us. It smudges and blurs the sharp edges of reality. But we turn the trick and summon up our own reality, images, sounds, to help us remember.
During the powered flight. The batteries all look good. The next time we go internal will be at the 50-second mark with those batteries, and they will remain, of course, on internal power during the flight. The lunar module, which has been rather inactive during these latter phases of the count, also is going on internal power at this time on the 2 batteries in the ascent stage and the 4 batteries at the descent stage.
They came 1 million of them to this place, drawn by the magnet of history in the making.
The astronauts, the prime crew, were awakened at 4:15 a.m. Eastern Daylight and proceeded to have a physical examination in which they were declared flight ready. They sat down for the normal astronaut fare on launch day. As far as breakfast is concerned, orange juice, steak, scrambled eggs, toast, and coffee. The target for the Apollo 11 astronauts, the moon, at liftoff will be at a distance of 218,096 miles away. The astronauts departed from their crew quarters after checking out their suits. They departed from the crew quarters at 6:27 a.m. and some 27 minutes later, 8 miles away from the crew quarters at the Kennedy Space Center, atop the launch pad at Complex 39, 6:54 a.m., the commander, astronaut Neil Armstrong, was the first to board the spacecraft. He was followed about 5 minutes later by Mike Collins, and finally Buzz Aldrin, the man who's sitting in the middle seat during liftoff, was the 3rd astronaut to come aboard. The weather is certainly go. It's a beautiful morning for a launch to the moon. We expect a temperature of about 85 degrees in the Kennedy Space Center area. We're still go on Apollo 11 at this time. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. Tower cleared.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Apollo 11. Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins. They and millions of others reached out and, in their own way, touched another planet. The images remind us that it happened, but not how it really was in the context of the times. George Low, one of the architects of the Apollo program, does remember.
If you think back at the period of the 60s, they weren't very happy years in general. We had well, the ever-deepening involvement in Vietnam. We had riots on the campuses, riots in Watts and elsewhere, 3 terrible assassinations. A great deal of strife and turmoil in the country. And yet all of this was overcome by one single event, and that was Apollo 11. The decade ended with it. It was a fantastic adventure that I believe helped overcome all of the bad things of the decade. It represented Americans to ourselves and particularly to the rest of the world as we like to see ourselves and as we hope the rest of the world likes to see us.
The equipment of Apollo, some of it is now in museums, artifacts from an age of discovery. These strange-looking objects, they're there as reminders that after all, it did happen, and it happened the way we remember. The facilities of Apollo, now silent and still. In Houston, Mission Control, the nerve center of manned flight operations. The chapters of space history, first Mercury, then Gemini, then Apollo, were written by the people who sat at these consoles. And these chapters of history came at us with breakneck speed. Christmas Eve, 1968, in the beginning, Apollo 8, the footsteps were quickening. A few months later, Apollo 9. The long years of preparation were contracting into days, hours, minutes. The first manned flight of the lunar module, the Spider. Apollo 10, the dress rehearsal for the real thing. In 5 months, 3 missions, and in the 7th month, the payoff. Then, the celebrations. The images and the sounds fade in our memories, but some things we can't forget. Names: Apollo 11, Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins. Other names: Grissom, White, and Chaffee. They remind us that it wasn't all success and celebration. There was failure and tragedy. Early in 1967, the 3 crawled into the command module at Cape Kennedy for a test. There was a flash fire. All 3 died. After the shock came the long, painful job of picking up the pieces, learning the lessons, coming together for a common goal. The remains of the launch structure stand as a reminder that the goal was reached. These strange shapes, what do they mean? These towers of steel, what are they? Monuments or leftovers from some earlier age of discovery? In the long history of man, in the slow journey of the caravan, what point do these mark? Historian Arthur Schlesinger. I have no doubt at all that if posterity remembers the 20th century for anything, historians 500 years from now looking at the 20th century, it will be because it will be the century when man first began to break his terrestrial bonds and began the exploration of space. So that's it? As man learned, moved on, and discarded the earlier structures, he came to these. They're marked for further milestones, reserved for future missions, other reaches to other different voids. Historians 5 centuries from now will mark this century, this place, and they will further note that from the void, life, man, it took eons to reach this point. But once there, the centuries and years compressed into days, hours, split seconds of exploration. The wheel, the engine, the airplane, they came slowly at first, then with increasing velocity. And then this, so huge, so powerful, so different that no ordinary modern name would suffice. They reached backward through antiquity to Roman mythology, and they named it Saturn. Saturn. His father was heaven, his mother earth. Complex organization, the mammoth machines, the incredibly detailed technical knowledge, the dedication. It was all harnessed, sharpened to a fine edge, and focused. The program developed and matured. Apollo 17 was launched at night, and even the old hands, the hardened veterans of the space program, couldn't help but feel the awe, wonder, and excitement. In the excitement of the split second of exploration, man doesn't stop to freeze the moment in history, to look at it and ask what it means. He simply lives it out. But in the Apollo program, on their way to the moon, they found a way to live out their strange moments in those strange spacecraft. It may be the peculiar nature of Americans to make history and to have fun in the making. They relaxed and had fun because we, were confident of success. But the program teaches lessons. Confidence is a transitory thing. Apollo 13.
Hey, Houston, we've had a problem here. Can say again, please. Oh, Houston, we've had a problem. Stand by, 13. We're looking at it.
3 days out, barreling toward the moon, an explosion. No one would see the problem for some time, but they went to work on it. The people of Apollo coalesced into a single dedicated unit, linked themselves with their technology, and cheated tragedy. A new chapter in space history was written in Mission Control. Eugene Kranz was the flight director when the problem developed.
Throughout this entire next several days, there was one dominant thought in the minds of all of the flight controllers. We teach them that between God, country, and your own capability, that you can solve any problem that may occur in flight. Throughout the entire course of Apollo 13, there was never any doubt that we'd get the crew back. So there was a very positive approach, and with this kind of approach, you can solve just about any problem that comes up.
Solve any problem, country, capability, old-fashioned words during a time when some said the old-fashioned virtues were forgotten. Well, they weren't forgotten. They were translated into action, into programs which took man soaring above the surface of the moon, away from Earth, but always looking back on it. These divided thoughts, the moon, the Earth, run through the Apollo program a sort of theme. They went there flying in their graceful machines, but they always thought back to where they came from. Perhaps that's natural. The moon is a strange place for men to be flying to. If it's strange for men, for mankind, it's stranger still for the individual man. Harrison Schmitt, Dr. Harrison Schmitt, a geologist, he touched the moon and remembers how it was when Apollo 17 was making its descent, the last flight to the moon, the last time that man walked on its surface. Schmitt remembers how it was.
One's first feelings are a mixture, a very complex mixture of humility, excitement because of something you had planned to do was being accomplished, but of a great attention to detail, to the detail that you had thought about and learned about for so many years prior to the actual event. That detail keeps you occupied with where your hands are and where your feet are, which rung they might be. You try to remember, well, am I at the bottom of the rung? And then as one moves away and tests his way on the surface of the moon and looks around, and in my case, looked around a very magnificent valley, you see a rolling, hilly country that is interspersed with some blocky fields of rocks that you know because you've studied the photographs, and you saw them as you descended surround large craters that have been formed in that rolling countryside. These rolling dark hills merge in the distance a few kilometers away with the very smooth but very bright colored slopes of the massifs. And they rise with a majesty to rocky tops that are almost beyond description because there's nothing like it that we have seen on Earth.
The Sea of Tranquility, Hadley Rill, Taurus Littoral. They were once strange names on the map of the moon, but the men of Apollo gave reality to the names by being there and showing us the places. They explored 60 miles of its surface, and their travels took them to craters, foothills, to explore, to observe, and to sample. The hard rock proof of Apollo, enshrined in the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C., 478.8 grams of microbreccia, under glass for mere earthlings to see and whisper about. Other rocks from the moon, 840 pounds, are being studied and talked about by scientists in laboratories around the world. Not only rocks, tens of thousands of photographs of those strange, exotic features of the moon. And telemetry, data on tape, facts, figures. The studies will go on for years, and the answers will come slowly, answers to questions about the moon and the solar system. The science of Apollo is not merely concerned with samples from past milestones, yesterday's missions. In a special room in Houston, men sit at consoles and command instruments on the moon to send them today's data. and they receive it today within 8 seconds of the command. Science, that's the key, and technology, and something else. In the drama of the moment, few stop to think of the essential element, the one thing that made it happen. People came to this program, government people, university people, contractor people. They brought to Apollo skills and knowledge and determination. This source of human intellectual energy was marshaled, focused, challenged. What came out of the effort was not just a very successful program, but a rich national resource of vast proportions. Crystals from the moon, the symbols of the science of Apollo. Behind it, causing it, was the spirit of Apollo.
I was strolling on the moon one day in the merry, merry month of December. No, May's the month. May, that's right. May is the year of the month. When, much to my surprise, a pair of bunny eyes. That's the truth. You do that in West Texas and you get around.
We saw something of this spirit. We shared in the adventure, the excitement, the euphoria of being there. We shared it with the men who bounced across the surface of the moon.
Look at the size of that biggie. It is a biggie, isn't it?
And the surprise of discovery. We were there too, all of us, watching, vicarious explorers.
For the big boulder. Okay, we're headed that way. You get the tongs, John? Yep, we got. I'll carry the rake. Look at the size of that rock. Can't believe it. I can't either. Okay, let's go on back.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
The meaning, the significance of an occasion. That too came to us, flashed into our living rooms on a 19-inch window on the universe.
Countries throughout the world. We hope that this will be a symbol of what our feelings are, what the feelings of the Apollo program are, and a symbol of mankind that we can live in peace and harmony in the future.
There was also pride. They put up the flag and then posed for pictures, as any visitor to a foreign place might do.
Yeah.
The flag of each mission stood
Space.
there as a reminder
Space
that
Channel.
we've been there. But there was the realization that in truth, it belonged to all the people. There are no boundaries on the moon. The focus was the moon. That's what it was all about. But by reaching up there, we, in a sense, came back here.
As one stands and scans a 360-degree panorama of his own, one of the first objects in the dark lunar sky that you see is a bright and beautiful bluish globe that we call Earth. This globe represented to all of us, I think, not only home, but a very fragile place that we have come back and felt that needed not only protection, but understanding.
They first went there in 1969. They last left there in late 1972. Between the beginning and the conclusion, they came to feel, to dimly perceive what it was all about, to come to a perspective on the meaning of it all. Poet Archibald MacLeish has said it better than most. To see the earth as it truly is, small and blue and beautiful, in that eternal silence where it floats, is to see ourselves as riders on the earth together, brothers who know now they are truly brothers. The excitement of the mission, the tension and drama of the splashdown, they remain only in our memories. And in time, they'll be replaced in the future by other missions, other memories. The moments of Apollo may be over, but the understanding and the discovery, they go on. And the full meaning, the real meaning, may yet be in the future too. But for now, for the present, the images and the sounds provide meaning enough to each in his own way and to each in his own time.
Soon. We'll be back soon. Sooner rather than later. Can you put the link for the video in chat, please? No, I don't think I will. 75 for that video. Yeah, see, worm logo. 75. Yeah. Good video. Yeah, real good video. Anyway, welcome to Space News. Welcome to Space News. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I try to, during break, try to run a nice video, I'm just transferring over some links now. Yeah, there's that. A lot of different news from around the the industry and stuff here. There's some B-roll footage. We'll show that. We got a Starship video here. We got a bunch of good stuff. All right. Rocket Factory Augsburg. Oh, neat. Cool. Oh, hey, I'm close to red meat while last blocks. Okay. Has NASA planned a landing site for SLS yet? SLS doesn't land on the moon. It's HLS, so Starship. No, I don't think so. They're probably talking about it right now. They're probably planning on the first mission right now. Now would actually probably be a good time to plan that out. Okay, so all right, check this out. So this was posted on Twitter, but I was going to show you guys, but it's a good comparison picture. We'll start Space News here. Yeah, the capstone mission will assist. Space Herb, gifted a sub to Nitochka. Thanks, man. Well, you got a sub now, man, so enjoy. All right. Okay, so check this out. This is posted by the Saturn V novelty account. Vian Rutas. All right, so check this out. 2 pictures, 13 years apart. So we have 2 shuttles. Same picture. SLS and Falcon 9. Pretty crazy. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Well, hey, that's pretty neat. You can tell they're rockets because of the way they are. That's pretty neat. No, that's not photoshopped. Yeah, that's Falcon 9 with a Dragon on top for the Axiom 1 mission that's launching tomorrow. Coverage is going to begin early, guys. So, Yeah, I'm gonna start up. I think the coverage starts here. Let me check that infographic that Spicio linked. Here, check this out. We got a crew launch from 39A tomorrow, and then of course the wet dress rehearsal for SLS, which got moved a little bit. Yeah, launch is at 11:17 a.m. Eastern, but coverage will probably start before that. So I'm gonna be here a little bit on the early side, 15:17 UTC. We have the first commercial launch to the International Space Station, wholly privately funded to the ISS, end to end. That's a big deal. That is a big deal. That is happening tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow early hours is not gonna be I don't know if we might have time for early hours. Who knows? I think I'm gonna try to be up by 10, Panta, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, hello, yes, this is Dog. I need one space, please. So, there you go. That one's launching tomorrow. That one's gonna launch probably June at this point. The reason why they stopped doing the wet dress rehearsals is because they had some minor checkout issues with SLS when it did the wet dress on the 3rd. They had some minor checkout issues. Valve was closed by hand in the wrong spot, and then some weird dealings with a nitrogen commodity supplier. So they basically a supplier for nitrogen for the SLS rocket moved it too quickly, and it froze something, and then they had some trouble with anti-geysering in the LOX lines, which is once again three big things to track. All those problems are fixed, so they should go through with another wet dress rehearsal after the Axiom mission flies. The wet dress rehearsal actually ended up moving the Axiom mission to tomorrow. It was supposed to be yesterday. It pushed it 2 days. And then the SLS people said, nah, let them go, and we'll do it after they launch. So it'll resume pretty much after the Axiom mission is gone. What's that, Predominanto? I like the actions of Space Action, in particular the work and PR management of Elon. How do you feel about him? He's always looking over my shoulder, man. No, we're Nitoshka, we like all space, everything. I don't even care. Everything, Elon, NASA, United Launch Alliance, Boeing, Lockheed, all those guys. Yeah, we like everything. There are some particular things that I did like up until very recently. I really did enjoy the Russian space program. I enjoyed Roscosmos, but yeah, recently I just haven't felt the need to really cover what they're doing over there because I don't care. I'm sure you understand. Yeah. Это не хорошо. No. So I don't cover them as of late, unless it has something to do with NASA. But yeah, we generally like everything. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Elon Musk. I really like his can-do attitude. He'll figure it out. That's cool. I like that. I like how let's figure it out. Let's go. Let's push the boundary. I really appreciate that. Nothing happens anyway. Yeah. Well, see, it's a damn shame, dude. All that technical expertise down the tubes. That's what pisses me off about it the most, man. Sucks. But hey, it is what it is, dude. What are you gonna do? That problem is way over my pay grade, dude. Am I right? So, whatever. Indeed, it sucks, dude. It freaking sucks, man. You're not a fan of Elon Musk. You're a fan of SpaceX. It's a pretty common take that people have nowadays. Can't have. That's fine. Sure. Yeah. No, dude, we generally just like all rockets. I firmly believe that more rockets launching, the better, as long as they don't come back down. The only rockets I want coming back down are space capsules and first stages that come back and land. That's the only ones we want coming down. We don't want anything else coming down, particularly on a ballistic trajectory, if you catch my drift. Giga Texas grand opening is tomorrow night. Yep. Are you going to watch a new Netflix documentary? I'll probably peruse it at some point, Mars. I mean... What about second stages coming back in land? Have you ever been stabbed? Yes, I have. How was it? It was the single most painful experience of my life. What was the second most painful? You just made Tori Bruno very sad. How so? Dude, Tori Bruno has nothing to cry about, man. He just made his company like $8 billion. Like, legitimately like $8 billion. Like SpaceX and Elon, we neurodivergent people understand each other. All right. I can't. You missed what I'm saying here. I'll be a little bit more candid for the people in the back of the room. No, I don't like missiles. I don't like missiles and ICBMs and IRBMs. Those are the bad kind of rockets. We don't like those. I mean, they're cool. I appreciate the technology, and I understand why they exist. I'm not ignorant to that, right? I get it. That doesn't mean I have to like it, though. I like the rockets that move people to the moon, like Saturn, right? Saturn rocket. Falcon doesn't move people to the moon, but you get the idea. Leo. Space shuttle. If we can just take all those Titan missiles like we did, take the Titan missiles and put people on them instead, that's better. I like that. That's good. Missiles are just failed rockets. That's right. Doomed to fail from the start. Demon, you should do that thing, by the way, while I'm here. Yeah, do that. Yeah, you should do that. But yeah. Nice, Linfrod. I like missiles that are intercepting the bad missiles. Yeah, Tori Bruno made THAAD. Everest, you ever see THAAD work? That thing is pretty freaking cool, dude. It's pretty hardcore what that thing does. But anyway, check this out, dudes. Let's just appreciate that picture. I'll be honest. You told me 10 years ago that this is what this would look like. This is what this was going to look like. I wouldn't have believed you. Maybe SLS on the pad, but not that thing. THAAD, more like Chad. Yep. You just described Peter Jackson trying to direct Christopher Lee. So, that's pretty awesome. Don't get me wrong. I kind of wish that there was 2 SLSs here. Or 2 Falcon 9s. Well, maybe, no. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of, yes. Maybe a Falcon Heavy. Falcon Heavy in an SLS, that'd be nice. But no, it's still really cool to see. That's 2 crew launch vehicles, man. Is THAAD air defense? THAAD, THAAD, Murdoch. Yeah, it's an air-to-air, it's a ground-to-air intercept missile. It's designed to shoot down incoming missiles. It's really, really cool stuff. Like I said, I appreciate the tech, and I understand it. It doesn't mean I have to like it, but I understand why it exists. Is that a Starship mount over your shoulder? I was wondering when someone was going to say something about that, Talon, because yes, it is. What's with all the style section around your launch pad? You got a dog? A chow? No, chat. Is that a launch pad? Yes, it is! In 2018, SpaceX released this. Starship. Its most powerful rocket to date. You know, a lot of people don't know what Starship is, but they should, because it's not just about the pleasures of conformity and the importance of trends, but it's a personal statement from Elon himself. Hey, chat! Ah! Try making another reusable launch vehicle now, you freaking stupid bitch. Sorry. Yeah, Muddy, I don't understand that, but hey, whatever. I mean, the guy wants to keep taking L's, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, take the L, that's fine. Have fun with it. But yeah, we got the beginning of the Starship pad right there. And then the tower sections are being built too, Vasi. Did you see that yesterday? I shared it late for Space News, but my buddy Kyle here was on the bus around KSC, and check this out. Look at this. What in the actual frick? That's in Florida. That's not Texas. What the frick, dude? How quick is this damn tower gonna get made? There's 3 segments that are almost done. What the heck, dude? They are hauling butt, man. And Vasi, I'll say it then. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again. This pad is going to be finished by the summer. It's going to be finished by the summer. Wonder why there's no flyovers from NSF, though. Yeah, very interesting. They haven't done one in a little bit. I'll have to talk to them about that and see what's up. Hey, nice tower. Yep. What are those? What are those for? A new assembly tower like Texas? That's exactly what it is, Muddy. They're building that at KSC. This is at Kennedy Space Center, dude. That's at Kennedy Space Center. So what you're looking at particularly is the Roberts Road facility. SpaceX is literally building another Boca Chica at Kennedy Space Center right now. Everything you see now is happening now. What happened to then? Well, you missed it. When? Just now. When will then be now? Soon. So the VAB is right here. Pad 39A is right there. 39B is right there, right? Down the road a little bit, right here. Now, if you look at Google Earth, it's an empty field. It looks like it was an orange grove, judging by the spacing on the trees. It's most likely an orange grove or an ex-orange grove. Aren't you glad that I told you that? All right. Uh-oh. Look, these pictures updated in January. Google Earth updated for KSC like a couple of days ago. Check this out. So this picture is, like I said, from back in January, but you can see the foundations where they build those segments on right there. They've since built a lot more, probably about, I don't know, 10 more spots to build these tower segments, indicating that SpaceX wants to make more than one pad at KSC or somewhere near it. So, SpaceX, like I said, look at the size of this facility. They're building a facility
Discovery, go at throttle up.
That's basically going to be from here. Actually, here. Let's go there, clear that. The building is going to be from here to here to here to there. They're building a Starship gigafactory, basically. Right there. It's going to be that big because we know their retention pond is there. I've seen the plans, that's why. And then there's going to be twin wide bays right here. There's going to be an integration bay right here and an integration bay right there to put Starships together. Yeah. Pretty nuts. This is all SpaceX. From here over is all SpaceX. Over here you have the Falcon 9 processing area right here. Oh, there is literally a Falcon 9 sticking out of it. Well then. Actually, it's like semi-transparent, which means they were moving it. They were moving that booster in when the satellite went by. See how it's all blurry? Aqua, they're building multiple pads, but here's the thing. They set up enough of these posts here to build these jigs. Okay, all right. Remember how I said that there's a wide bay right here? There's going to be a wide bay right there? These things go all the way to where the wide bay is supposed to be. And there's, yeah, they go from here to there. They built like 10 more of these cells to make these pieces. The orbital launch tower at Boca Chica is not 10 cells tall. It's like 8. So why would you build 10? They gotta be, dude. The logic. That's just straight logic. Apollo 8. No, the proof is in the pudding. No, why would you build 10 of those? They have to be. It has to be. They got to be for other pads. Now, I don't think they're gonna build a second pad at KSC. I mean, maybe. I think they're for the oil rigs. If you really want to know. Another pick. Yeah, here. Let's see. Chad has some updated pictures. This is coming from Fariel here on Twitter. Yeah, she's done flybys before. See? There they are. But if you look... Here, let's see if we can get a good picture. There's the tower jigs right there. There's the footings for the damn factory. See how big that thing is going to be? And they started... Looks like they started grading out for where the wide bays are going to be as well. Oh, nice. 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 Yeah, we didn't... That doesn't really have a... down here, but let's see. This is coming from Felix Schlang here. Little teaser, enjoying the review, everyone. YouTube. Here's a YouTube video, or YouTube short. Yeah, see? Look. See the other sets? See the other set of concrete right there? They're building more. They're gonna build more. Multiple pads are coming out from this area. Oh my god. Octo grabber. Wasn't pad 49 what they planned? Tentative, Chris, but yeah, pretty much. Is that nuts or what? Yeah, so this is outdated. There's 2 rows of them right there. It's got to be more. Why would they build that many, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you build that many? You don't, unless you're building multiple pads. And before they later reuse these spots for a building. Wouldn't that be something, dude? And then they extended the Falcon 9 refurbishment facility. This is Falcon 9's hangar, basically. Any Falcon 9 that needs to be reused goes through here, goes through the checks in there, and then goes back to the launch pad. That's the storage facility. Zach says there are 8 pads in total. The tower has 9 sections. I thought it was 8 sections and the thing had 10, but yeah, okay. But Phil, they used 5 previously, didn't they? They used 5 segments at Boca Chica. Surely they're not just going to build all those segments and one on each and then never use them again, don't you think? Don't you think you could, like, use 5 or 3 of those to do something like that? Beltford, from what I understand, yeah. Understand? From what I understand, yes. Sorry. Yeah, .com, if it proves that they're in a rush, that's a very good point. Yep. All but the top one. I mean, yeah, you know what, .com? That's a pretty good point. I mean, you know, you could logically assume that they're going to use it to make multiple pads, right? But also, I think I'm incorrect in that logic, that train of thought. I think you're right. I think they're doing it so they could build it faster. Yeah. So you build out a bunch of these things and you do one step on each one at a time and you just ding 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 ding. Make that noise too while you're at it. I guess when you figure out the formula, launch pads really start to multiply. It's almost like, Swishio, if you build one, building a second one is like takes half the time. The noise is important. Make the noise. Alright. Anyway. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. Starbase is expanding like crazy. If you're wondering... Or not Starbase. Roberts Road is expanding like crazy. Starbase is too, for what it's worth. But if you're wondering what these solar panels are, that's NASA. Kennedy Space Center is solar powered. Because in Florida, the sun shines a lot. This is all the Cape. Also the Cape. Who knows how long they may need to move and build at at the pad during other operations. So this is a staging area at the very least for all the segments to be built concurrently and avoid bottlenecks. Yeah, see, Rocket Guy, that's the kind of stuff I was thinking about, you know? You want to go quick and you don't want to disrupt launcher operations, which is another great point. That corroborates what .com was saying. I think that you guys are right. I think that I'm wrong there. I think that is a much more well thought out opinion there. I mean, also, the oil rigs exist, so maybe they'll use it for another pad later. Maybe, I don't know. But yep, there's that whole facility right there. That's pretty sweet. So that's what's going on there. We have the Axiom 1 mission tomorrow. I already talked about that. Let's go over here. So, SLS. Speaking of that, let's look here. Oh look. Oh look, now there's 2 of them. Oh look, yeah, why you standing in it like it's yours? Look. Oh, now there's 2. This is not getting out of hand. But there are also 2 of them. Another one. Also, there are only certain months of the year that groundbreaking operations are allowed at the Cape. Interesting, How to Rock. Yeah, that's another good point. Yeah, Phil, that makes more sense. Now there are 2 of them. So the LOX inner tank, or the hydrogen tank, the inner tank, the LOX tank, and the forward skirt on the second SLS booster are all put together. They're all assembled. They got to put the engine section on, which is assembled separately, and then they got to put the engines in the engine section, but yep, it's all coming together. Need more cigarettes? Yeah, right. Any word on NASA buying more SLSs? Not right now. Yeah, I agree. Stack 2 full stack SLSs on the sides of a central booster for Mega SLS. How about an SLS with 4 SRBs? Think we could get away with that? There's no way that core stage would be able to handle that load. I mean, but also, that'd be really cool. SLSS. Yep. 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 So, check this out. We got some B-roll footage of this. So, here, take a look. This is coming from NASA. Actual. This is at Michoud. No SS, please. All right, that's fair. Yeah, no, good call. Boeing bike. Oh. Bikes! Yep. Guys, note how little scaffolding they have around this core stage during integration. If you remember, when they put these things together the first time, this thing was covered in scaffolding. The only scaffolding they have is that ladder, or that staircase thing on the left. Look at that. Oh boy, oh boy. Load. Nice. Nice sleeves. No, not SSLLSS. It should be SLSLSLSLSLSLS. Why the orange? It's insulative material for the cryogenic propellant sun temple. Is that insulation on the dome part? Correct. When are you getting a space shuttle back piece? What? Alright, yeah, you gotta put those 2 flanges together. They have the 0 degree marker. See? They zoomed in on bolt 343. Coincidence? I think not. Back tattoo. I'm not an ink guy, Panta. Oh, nice, Canadian. That's cool. Yeah. The different shades of orange are just indicate that the foam was applied at different times. First bolt. Yeah, you had to clock it like a turbocharger. Oh, yeah. He's testing. Yeah, okay. Lots of bolts. Oh, that's cool. You gotta make sure they're torqued to spec. Hopefully you torque in sequence.
No, he's as far as he can reach. Yeah, as far as he can reach.
I'd do that. Look, even the torque wrench is harnessed in. Star pattern. I mean, Mutter, you know, we make jokes, but that's literally what they have to do. You have to torque this in sequence. Do both bolts, right? Start at 12, 3, 6, and 9, and then turn from there. You literally have to do that way, or else, dude, can you imagine if that one isn't clamped right? If those flanges aren't clamped together correctly, yeah, that would be very bad. That would be, that wouldn't be good for it. That's really awesome footage, actually. Oh, that's so freaking cool. Were they Torx bolts?
No, he's as far as he can reach. Yeah, as far as he can reach.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Wait a minute. Yeah! Awesome! No way! Yes! The guy's hat is amazing! Right? Yeah, drops my... Yeah, demon, right? I think they are star pattern. Yeah. Aperture science, man. Oops, forgot my hammer. Gonna have to open it back up. Look at this perfectly applied spray on foam insulation. Do you think they put Loctite on those bolts? Yes. Yeah, probably. So these types of bolts can, if I'm remembering right. Here, let me see if I can look at them up close. Are they a castle nut? No, but you should be able to use safety wire and wire them off. I don't know if they're, I mean, they'll probably do that, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, how to rock the lock wire. Oh, excuse me. The lock wire, yeah, those can be wired, I'm pretty sure, if they're not cotter pinned out. It's not about why, it's about why not. Yeah. I thought they may be castle nuts, but they're not. They're wire. You wire them off, but yeah. Star pattern bolts. I don't know. Do you see any Loctite here? Nope. No, I didn't see him put Loctite in.
No, he's as far as he can reach. Yeah, as far as he can reach.
Wait a minute. What the hell is that? Huh. I'd want to see the threads on that bolt, to be honest. Yeah, geek. It's probably because you can torque them to spec better, I think. You'd probably be more accurate with the torque with this thing. Yeah, those will be wired off, but also, that's pretty rad. Could they be nylocks? It almost looks like they are nylocks, dude, to be honest. Nylon locking nuts. Here, let's see. I want to see if we can get a close-up shot of those again. We'd need to see inside of the head of the bolt. Or the head of the nut. Bam! Toll road, fella. No, toll road. Toll roads? My guy's got a friggin'. don't know. It's hard to say. I can't really tell. It looks like the nut is tapered on the end, but I could be wrong. Yeah, see, some of those have already been torqued. See, these ones have been torqued down. See, they scraped the paint off a little bit. Yeah, there's threads on that right there. But yeah, I don't know. I would guess that they're probably some kind of nylock, guys. But the other thing to take into account is that once these are tightened down and everything is torqued, they're going to bring this thing back over to the spray-on foam insulation, and they're going to spray over this. Oh, dude, look at SN0000000001. Powered by Snap-on. Yep. Do nylock nuts have more strength compared to regular steel? It's not that they have more strength, Alucard. A nylock nut has a strip of nylon inside of it, and when you tighten it down, it crunches the nylock against the bolt, and if you have something that's in a high vibration situation, like on a car, the nut won't back out. It locks. Nylock. Locks to it. That's cool though, man. It's a little ambitious on the number of digits, yeah. Yeah, I guess, Hunster. Yeah. I don't know if that was the serial number on the whole damn stage, guys. That could be that particular localized piece. Or it could be the hydrogen tank or the inner tank, or I don't know. Maybe with it being covered in sulfide, they don't have to worry about the nuts backing off. It's possible, guy. Yeah, that might seal it. It's a way to double lock it. Once by torque and then once by the nylon. Yep, there you go. Cool. Really awesome footage. Yeah, look at the difference in orange here. Look at that. That thing's been out in the sun for a little while. That one hasn't. I assume they were crimped. I mean, Mutter, you let's be real. If they have to take those off, that means you did something wrong. So it's you're probably right. You sent me another vid of it. Oh, my dear.
Shop though. Yeah. I made it down my homework because I ended up having to use it. Good to go.
That's a containment tray. You could tell it's a containment tray because of the way that it is. Oh, aperture science, man! Yes, that's pretty neat.
You want to have two orbits under that? Beautiful.
Oh, look at this. This is an SLS core. You can tell it's an SLS core because of the way it is. That's pretty neat. Hey, Sim. How you doing? How you doing? That's pretty neat. You can tell it's a rocket because of the way it is. Sim, how you doing, man? I'm good, dude. How are you? I'm great, man. Just watching these. This is NASA footage. Just watching these guys put a rocket together. Whatever. Do they really check every single bolt by hand? Yeah. Of course, man. It's got to be right. Oh, the torque click. Ready? 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 Oh, oh, oh. Ah, yes. Oh, Oh, it's just, oh, I love that noise. It's a very satisfying click. If you've used a torque wrench before, you know what I'm talking about. Just, oh, yes, 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 yes. The process could be a little faster with an electronic step. Okay, you go ahead and engineer the billion-dollar piece of equipment that's going to do that. I'll just use a couple of guys out back, and we'll get it done correctly in, like, a couple hours. Have fun with that. It's the sound of success. You know what? It is the sound of success. I need to hear it again. Oh. What a dad. Oh, there's water in the exhaust. Oh. Anyway, Sim, what are you up to today? How's everything, man? Sounds like victory, Ando. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. You guys know my buddy Simcopter. Really fun streamer. Really fun streamer to watch, dude. You were doing... What were you playing? GeoGuessr? You're doing GeoGuessr, right? Sounds better than the idiot over-torquing with the impact gun. Yeah, the... Yeah, that noise. I know that noise, yeah. Just got back from the park with Jordan, had a nice play day with fellow kids, now he's napping. Who wants to be a millionaire? Oh yeah, that's right, you won, dude. I was watching that. You got it, man. That's awesome. That's right, I remember now. You freaking beat the thing. It's so funny. We did it! That's awesome, man. Anyway, it's good to see you, man. Alright, let's see. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm just... Yeah, I know, what a dad. I'm sitting here... Oh. 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 I like that. Yeah, wait, no. I need more torque wrench. I'm sorry. No. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? This guy is my hero. It's almost like these guys knew that they were going to get filmed today, right? And they just all wore shirts like that. Yep. 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 African or European? I don't know that. Ah! Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Mm-hmm. That piece with the gap in the substrate is the IT side. It's also got that primed metal piece that's coplanar. That's coplanar to the edge of the TPS. Nice. That should be a stream sound. The torque wrench noise. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait a minute, Novus. What are you telling me? That piece with the gap in the substrate is the IT side, inner tank side. It also has got that primed metal piece that's coplanar to the edge of the TPS. This thing you're talking about, that T joint there that we saw earlier in it, that thing. Oh yeah. Why is that there? I don't know what that's for. I'll be honest with you. Wish we had visits by American B-52s over Denmark. They were We had visits by B-52s over Denmark today. They were circling over an area. Oh, jeez. Sent some juicy bolt pictures, Mutter? Oh, you absolute Chad. Alright, let me see. Reinforcement steward? Yeah, well, of course. But why wouldn't they just continue with the flange there? I'm just genuinely wondering. Yeah. Yeah, these are good. Showing the folder? Yeah. Is it compressing it? Hold on. Yeah, that's compressing the hell out of the photo. Hold on. Please hold. Oh. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm a fan of McMaster Carr myself. Nothing, just bolted a $1 billion rocket together. That should be a stream. It should be a stream sound, yeah. That's a splice plate, but I was talking about the spot away from the flange where the thermal protection system begins. Oh, let me go back over there real quick. This thing right here? No, they ain't made in China. Those tools, NASA wouldn't be using tools that are made in China. I hope they calibrate these torque wrenches regularly. Yeah. Yep, that's the intertank side. You can tell because the panels are bolted together. Oh. Yeah, because those don't need to be stir welded because it's the intertank. Yeah. Ah, okay. You found the nuts. Well, geek, you know, I know that you're evil, but now I can see your nuts. Yep, those are definitely them. Nut. Yep, they are self-lockers. Look. Self-locking nuts have a reduced size 12-point head for easy wrench access. The all-metal construction allows for the use up to 450 Fahrenheit. I don't think they'll need to worry about that. Top portion of the nut is deformed to an oval shape during manufacture to produce a self-locking action. They're not nylocks, but they're tapered. Yeah, it's a self-locker. Okay, there you go. Oh God! Oh God! Is that? Oh, no, no. That's for 1/4 inch. Well, what do you think those are, dude? Think those are 1/4 inch? Did you look further down? No, I closed out. Oh God. Oh yeah, no, that's 1/4 inch 28. That's that thing. Oh my God. Wait. 3/4 16 is 55 a freaking pop, dude. Yeah, see? They're ANMS. That's why it's so expensive, guys. You know, these are expensive because they're hard to make because they're conforming to Army Navy mil spec. That's why they're mil spec. No wonder SLS is unsustainable. Well, unsustainable to who? I'm pretty sure it's sustaining that business pretty damn well. Yeah, 46 NASA buys in bulk. Yep. Last, what's up, Novus? And if you look closely, you can see the TPS doesn't go all the way to the cylindrical portion of the tank. That primered metal is the IT stringers. Yeah, okay. All right, I got you. Picking up what you're laying down. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. Yep, all right. I'm still with you. 220,000 PSI. Yeah. 16,815 on that flange. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's just the bolts, right? Oh. Ah, that's that. Wait a minute. What was the sequence on torquing that flange plate down? Or this T-flange here. Hold on. Let me back that up. So they did 1. No. Hey, get back here. Was it Demon? I'm wondering. Yeah, I mean, everything is torqued in sequence, dude. Yep, they're tightening it down. That's because they're using a regular breaker bar wrench right there. And then they'll get the torque wrenches out. Dude, I would do this. All right, so they're at 2 right there. 2, 3, 1, 4. Torqued in sequence, baby. Sure, uniform bolt stretching. It's awesome. It's so cool. We can see him torque in sequence. That's cool. 2, 3, 1, 4. Sweet. Sweet. EJ, you ever do lawnmower repair? I feel like you'd love changing out spark plugs. Sim, I build cars, man. To be blunt, dude, I like, dude, yeah, lawnmower, absolutely, yeah, man. Dude, I put cars together. I put one together on stream, dude. I put together my 59 on stream here. Let me show you. Oh, don't mind me then. Yeah, no, it's all good, dude. Yeah, no, we'll get into a lawnmower. I don't care. I like mechanical things. I built that on stream. Fallout truck. Yeah, man. Yeah, there were some snafus had. I dropped the transmission on stream. That was fun. Didn't hear the end of that. Yep. Yeah, see, I'd do that on stream. Or Scrivy, I'd do that on stream, sure. Did you ever finish it? It just needs exhaust, guys, and I don't have any where I built the truck doesn't have any welders. So I need to go to an exhaust shop. It's finished, guys. The truck's done. I got to put the seat in and the interior, the headliner, and then wire up a little bit more of the dash. Like the radio isn't plugged in, but yeah, it's pretty much done. Hey, remember when you dropped that transmission? Yep. Yeah, Sim, so you know that road trip that I was telling you about. Like I don't want to go into detail when I'm like on like other people's streams, right? Like that's weird. That road trip, I streamed it. I streamed the whole thing. I bought a truck from Hoonigan, you know, so like if you ever seen the Gymkhana videos, you know, the car like skidding around like that Hoonigan, like these guys. I bought a truck from them that was on their YouTube channel on a show called Scumbag Labs. I bought it from them. I slapped it together in their parking lot and then drove it home. Their parking lot's in Compton, California. I live in Boston. I streamed almost the whole trip home. The wheel fell off midstream, driving down the highway. That was fun. Yeah, but we made it. Does the transmission still work? Yeah, it works. Works just fine. Don't worry, it landed on a piece of wood and partially my foot. It's all good. Yeah, there's a picture of the truck. And I've been rebuilding it, dude, because I wanna IRL stream from this truck driving down to like rocket launches and stuff. So it wasn't for naught. And I also, when we went by the Grand Canyon on the way home, I proposed to Remo, my fiance. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good trip. It was a good time. Yeah. The front did not fall off. Yes. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's why that rim is gray, because that wheel just decided to not wheel anymore. Yep. So yeah, Sim, that was that whole road trip, dude. I've driven across the entire country, man. It's fun. I liked it. I enjoyed every second. I'd do it again right now. Yep. That thing's a manual too, which makes it even more fun. It's cool. It's a fun truck. I've been fixing everything else that's wrong with it over time. Yeah. Did you enjoy the second the wheel came off? That scared the crap out of me, Fractal. But you could say I drove the wheels off that truck. Are you scouting for a pickup truck bed camping unit? I could put a bed camping unit on it, Nikita. It has a tonneau cover on it right now. I put a cover on the bed, so nothing, no rust would happen on it. No, EJ, no, that's so not right. But yeah, guys, I fixed the key and everything. I rebuilt the steering column. I de-hot wired it because the steering column has the key in it, and that didn't work. So I rebuilt that. I did it off a stream though. There's a freaking huge bug on my wall. That's nice. So yeah, Sawyer. Well, we got to put the long tubes on it because this needs the exhaust too. Because the exhaust. Yeah. Hoonigan did. Hoonigan did some things with the truck. There's the truck. That's the same truck. That just. Yeah, that's the same truck, dudes. Yeah. Yeah, Hoonigan did some things to that truck. Oh, don't worry, it gets better. I think that may or may not be the reason why the wheel came off. Is that a wooden tire? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Hey, you know, it didn't have any problems, man. It not like for being abused like that. Like, the thing made it. It made it home just fine, except for the wheel. Oh man, it was a fun trip. It was a fun trip, Sim. That was a good time, dude. So crazy. I can't believe my fiance agreed to doing that. I put that thing right. I put that together in their parking lot in Compton, man. Like, put a bed on it, sourced all the parts, went to a junkyard, pulled like $400 worth of parts off of a junk F250, and slapped it all back together, and drove it home. So yeah, I think it's come a long way. To be honest with you, I think it's come a long way. You know, the diff no longer welded. Yeah, that's right. Dalton Highway. No, I'm good. We don't need to do that. Yeah, it's come a long way. It's all right. It's good. Yeah, it's just 3 different colors. It's fine. Don't they know about rubber tires? Well, they wanted that. Scumbag Labs is a show where they conducted science. It was basically Hoonigan did it in 2018. It was basically automotive Mythbusters. Yeah. Where's the truck? All I see is a rolling piece of junk. Nah, you must be looking at your car. I wouldn't know nothing about that. What color do you want to paint it? Fleet white, dude. I just want to paint it white. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's, yeah. Sim, do I like mechanical things? Oh, yeah. I have 2 other cars, by the way. I have bad car problems. Yeah, there's that thing about cars. I keep buying them because I like them. But yeah, dude, lawnmowers, we can rebuild that. You need a carburetor rebuilt or something? Send it to me. I'll fix it. Fix it on stream. According to the Weather Network, the launch will take place from Complex 39 and will be live streamed on NASA TV, on Axiom's website, and via SpaceX. Coverage will start at 7:45 EDT. Oh, Hasty, thank you. Oh, I have to be here at 7:45. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay. That's tomorrow, Badger. Axiom is tomorrow, yeah. We got a crew launch. First commercial launch to the ISS ever. With crew on it. It's really cool. That's the launch time, Badger. It launches at 11:15. What motor is in the Coronet, Miller time? It's a 318 with a Carter 2 barrel and a Torque Flight 904. And then whatever Mopar's highway gears for the 7 3/4 rear end is what I'm running out back. Coronet's nothing special. But, you know, I haven't been working. That's a freaking huge bug up there. I'll show you guys that thing. I'm going to squash it. But anyway. Maybe we need a 440 and a 727, Miller. I think we should do that. Bug's like the size of a quarter. It looks like a beetle or something. Interesting. Whatever. As long as he stays over there and not near me, I really don't care. Eat it? No, I'm good. Is it a stink bug? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it's about that big. Is it bugging you? No. They're nutritious. That was from the Weather Network. Okay, Hasty. Yep. Coverage starts at 7:45, launches until 11:17. Half the time, it's going to be pre-taped filler with, yeah, Creeper, I'll still be here for it. It's driving me up the wall, right? It will, Magellan. That's happened before. Yeah, it's a good time. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, we got some SLS is being put together. There's 2 SLS cores. Let's get back into space news. Elon is still crap posting on Twitter, you know. Crap posting for being a synonym for another word. Yep. So, you know, if the meme lord is still crap posting on Twitter, you know that all is right with the world. Oh, nice, Miller. Yeah, there you go. I remember that. Yep. Now you have to source flex plate bolts that are seemingly unobtainable. Yeah, Miller, Chrysler in the 60s, they, actually, Sim, pause that conversation for a second. Sim, if you're still here, why you ask about lawnmowers and stuff? Do you need something rebuilt, dude? Talk to me, dude. Dude, yeah, no, we'll fix it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm like Anakin Skywalker when it comes to that stuff, man. I'll make you a pod racer. I'll make your lawnmower into a pod racer. We could. I don't know how well it would end, but we could. I mean, or we could just fix it. It's working! It's working! Can I make you a car? Pay me. Can you make my lawnmower fly? Of course. Whenever I'm down, I just try to show people this. Remember, when your jimmies are rustled, just think of this. You're gonna do it for free because you are nice. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not. Does your lawnmower fly? Nope. Remember, there's no need to be upset. Okay? There's no need to be upset. Also memes. Anyway, let's see what's going on. The lawnmower knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. So, let's go down deep in the heart of Texas. And let's see what kind of videos we can find. Alright. This video is coming from NASA Spaceflight here. Mary and Nick and the NSF robots, brought to you by Starbase Live there. Make sure you guys go over and follow NASA Spaceflight. They allow me to look at this footage here on the daily and put my terrible commentary over it. So, Go give them a follow so, you know, you follow them, I can keep doing what I do here. Where's the ILS on that lawnmower? Yeah, I know, right? Last. There's this. Yeah, no, it'll work. It'll be fine. But yeah, Sim, if you're still out there, yeah, you want to talk more about building mechanical things, dude? Yeah, sure. I'd love to. Terrible commentary is an understatement. A streamer is only as good as his chat. Speaking of terrible commentary series. You keep trying to dish it out. I'm gonna send it right back, dude. I don't know why you keep doing that. I'm the streamer, man. I'm always gonna end in a W. So chat is terrible. No, Solar. I was talking about serious, not you. You're alright. You actually bring something to the table. That bug is back on the escalator again. Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night. You taking L's helps me sleep at night. Seriously. You taking the loss helps me sleep at night. It ends in an A though, not a W. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Win, streamer. Zeppelin, it's an old project, sir, but it checks out. Oh, very nice. SR20, huh? With a turb ski. Very nice, Zeppelin. Alright. We're working on the bottom of the booster there. No, Novus, it's not space administration, it's space administration. Yep. Now look, more torquing of things. Yes, torque. Oh, flight recorders. Are they taking those off or putting them on? Oh, they're taking off the flight recorders off of SN20. Interesting. Yeah, that's a great picture, Limpod. I like that. Yeah, I agree, Tesla, yeah. Off to SN24 they go? Yeah, I think so. Well, that's a table. Well, I tell you what, boy, you see that thing right there? That's a Cummins truck right there. I tell you what, those are some of the best and most powerful trucks around. I tell you what, now seriously, that's a really, really nice truck. A Ram 3500 dually. Oh, yeah, that's quite like that. You could rip a house in half with that truck. They transported SN20 next to Pad B. Oh, interesting. Elon building out of stainless. That's how the kitchen sink shortage happened. Yeah, he took everything but the sink. Wait. Alright, what's this guy doing? That's a pilot dowel. So what that thing does right there, guys, it looks like the guy is shimming that hydraulic or something. Or tightening up the Heim joint on the end. That's a big freaking wrench, by the way. That is a huge adjustable wrench. Oh my goodness. So when they lay the booster on this stand right here, they use these pilot dowels, right? It's on a hydraulic and it goes forward, right? And it pilots the booster and lines it up with the 20 hold down points. There's one on the other side too. Rip a house in half. Lethal Weapon flashbacks. Trippy, I say that almost once a stream, and you are literally the only one that gets the reference. Unless there's a lurker out there that got the reference, in which case, good for you. Dualies rip houses in half. Martin Riggs will tell you that. This is the first time I've ever seen anybody acknowledge it in chat, and where that reference comes from. You are literally the first one. I've been saying it for years. Just thought I'd let you know. It's only the second biggest tool after Serious Potato Pod. Damn, man. Dude, stop. He's already dead. What the heck? I'm getting too old for this stuff. You're not trying to draw Psycho Banshee. You really are crazy. It was in GTA 5 as well. Yeah, that's right. Damn, that was messed up, Keith. You killed him. You've never watched Lethal Weapon? Aw, you're missing out, man. Real good. No, there you go, Impy. Alright, alright, alright. That's a fuel line. Huh. Being lowered. They must have learned something from those tanking tests the other day. That bug's still up there. He's moved from over there to over there. Now he's like he's right at the top of my peripheral vision. That's why I'm like, huh? Stay away. Go over there. Go. Bug, go over there. Bug, come on. You know you want to. Go over there. Come on. Come on. Go. Damn it. He's moving that way. Thank you. It's not a bug, it's a feature. No, that's a bug. Flex pipe. What's the name of the train game again? Unity, that's Railroads Online. Okay, so this is all fuel. These are all fuel lines, guys. That's a flex hose right there. But see, these are fuel lines. See that? Electric valve right there. So that's basically a windshield wiper motor. So it's a motor attached to a servo, or a motor driving. It's basically a servo motor with a 90-degree drive gear, and that drive gear opens and closes the valves right there. Stainless steel flanges. You know what? You know what I was just thinking, dudes? He actually is going that way. Thanks, dude. You know what I've noticed, fellas? This steel that they're making the pipe out of, whatever type of stainless steel that is Starhopper stainless steel. That looks like what Starhopper is made out of. But that means that Starhopper is literally flying ground service equipment. Right down to what it's made out of. Any word on that house? Oh, yeah, they wanted to take the house to market, Tipsy. Oh well. It's okay. These are technicians, Embers. Yeah, all these guys, technicians. Yeah, Tycon, you see how big the freaking flex line is? Unbelievable, right? It's a flying water tower. Yeah, Creeper, huh? Isn't that weird? That's booster 4. Give me 1 second, guys. Thinking of doing some flight sim? Yeah, maybe. Here, I'm just going to back that footage up. I just needed to shoot a message out, dudes. What is that thing? Hydraulic gantry parts delivered. Oh. You think another test flight is happening with 20? No, Liam, I don't. I think they used it as a high fidelity test article. Hey, he did go over there. Cool. Good on you, Bug. I won't kill you. Kill the bug? No. No. He's out of my peripheral vision, so I don't care anymore. Why move it to pad B? Oh, I don't know, Liam. Maybe for storage. That is a big freaking crane, dude. I don't know what part that is, Geek. It's a telescoping part, whatever it is, but I don't know what that piece is for. Okay, so there's a hydraulic, there's an electro-hydraulic pump down there. Kenworth. Biggie! Oh, whoa, dude. That beam. That beam, though. It's a KSP mining drill. Most likely. I'll bet it was something nice, though. If you'll just sign here, here, and initial here, I'll be on my way. Take care now. Bye-bye then. Oh, that reminds me. The new Lever LR crane they are building is a 1350 for a job in Louisiana. Yeah, that's a nice crane. I think it's for the lifting the gantry into place, not a part of the crane itself. Yeah, possible. Look at the new header tank. That's a booster header tank, dude. It is, in fact, not a sea mine. It's a booster header tank. Crazy, right?
Shall we play a game? How about a nice game of chess?
So, Nils, you want some reference for scale here, dude? You want some reference for scale? That is the diameter of a Falcon 9. No joke. That's the diameter of a Falcon 9. It's pretty damn close. I actually think I think it's a little bit smaller. That's 3 meters, and Falcon 9 is 3.7 meters. But still, that's the tank inside of the tank, dude. It's pretty damn close. That's like that header tank looks to be about the size of a Falcon 9 second stage. Yeah, username it is. It looks like Little Boy. Oh my god, it does. It needs the... That's weird. Look at that dang thing. It's got an access panel in it too. So, okay, what is this? This is basically an accumulator. It's a buffer tank inside of the rocket. So in hydraulics, when you're moving fluid around, right? Because rockets have a lot of hydraulics around. They're moving a lot of fluid because liquid fuel engines. I know, liquid, it's in the name, right? So this thing is down at the bottom of the rocket. So you have your main tank up at the top. This particular one would be a methane header tank, right? So they have the main methane tank basically up top. So there's an oxygen tank, liquid oxygen tank, and liquid methane tank, right? This little header tank would be inside of the liquid oxygen tank, and it's a buffer tank. Why is that? Well, if you have a little reservoir right next to your engines, well, buffer tanks make sure that the engines don't run dry. Now, but that's not the exact reason why it's there. The reason why they're going with a buffer tank design here is so they can keep the center of mass of the booster low. Keeping the center of mass of super heavy low by draining the fuel out of the main tank and putting it into the smaller tank. Fuel comes from the big tank through that big pipe on the top that's capped. the reason they do that is to keep the center of mass low, to keep booster stability. Think about, kids don't really do this anymore, but think about bottle flipping. You know the bottle flip, right? If you have less liquid in the bottle flip and the liquid's all at one side, it stabilizes it better so it can land. I don't think people bottle flip anymore, but that's the idea. It's same kind of idea. What is Falcon 9 and Super Heavy, but just doing a 100-mile high bottle flip. Mutter, what is this? What the yellow piece is a part of. Oh, okay. Oh, Mutter has the pieces. Yeah, Geek, you're right. Look at this thing. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. Hold on. Look at this. Dude. It's a variable height gantry crane. I want it. Yeah, Geeson, me too, man. Me too. I want it. Yeah, I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it. I don't know why I want it, but I want it. That's... I love mechanical equipment, Toasted. I don't care if it's like what Sim was talking about with a lawnmower engine or a freaking crane or whatever. Mechanical equipment is fascinating to me. Even these little lifts right here, it's fascinating. Username, they're about the same size from what I understand, but I don't know much about Dragon XL, to be honest with you. That's the bottom of Starship where the fuel splits to the... That one is for a 6-engine Starship. See, there's... Actually, no, that could be for a 9-engine Starship. I'm not sure. 1, 2, and 3. These outside ones here, the ones that have the diagonal flanges, those are methane, and then the 3 in the center are oxygen. The 3 inlets in the center. Yeah, it's going to be full of fuel. Someday. Yep, my buddy's still over there. Looks heavy, so it's expensive. Is it heavy? Then it's probably expensive. Put it back. The only one they have is the 2 on the right of the one you clicked. Okay. Jeez. You need to save your money. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, those guys are like 250 feet up in the air. I mean, whatever. It's fine. That's at the top of the wide bay. Nick, come on, Nick. Give me a zoomed out shot. Oh, yeah, look. The gantry cranes are almost ready to go. There's 2 gigantic bridge cranes up in there. And one must ask you a question. You fancy being up there? Geeson, look. Traffic lights. Geeson, look. I would go up there. Sure. I would. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I wouldn't be scared off my mind, like out of my mind the first time that I do it, or maybe even the second, or maybe even the third. But I know me. I would get used to it after a while. Why does it have a mustache? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question, Tomas, dude. I have no idea. Because it's funny? Like... Yeah, Geek, there you go. Yeah, I'd go up there. Just like I went to the top of the ML. I went to the top of the mobile launcher, and it was cold and windy, and the whole thing was doing this. And it was scary, but I did it. Dude, okay, alright. The front of Chevy's heavy-duty trucks look like a goddamn xenomorph. What is this? What were you thinking? Hey, okay, alright guys, here, let me just throw as much random stuff into the front of my truck as possible. Sweet, alright, cool, looks great, send it. Like what? You make this perfectly good truck and that's the grill? That's what you did. Somebody looked at this and said, yep, that looks great. Somebody looked at this and said, yep, no, that's perfect. You know what the grill needs? More grill. Dude, and then look, we offset the Chevy logo because offset logos are what the kids like. No, where's my damn bow tie in the center? I'm saying that as a Ford guy. What is this? What are you doing? And you know what? It's probably a great truck. The front looks terrible. It looks terrible. What? Ugh. Emotional damage. See, look at that. That looks good. See that over there? That looks great. Ooh, new umbilical. Oh, prehistoric forest. Ooh, piece of candy. 3 references all in one. Yeah, guys, you know what we'll do? I got an idea. You know what we'll do? We'll make the logo smaller and we'll put it on the side. Mother of God, let's do it. Now, that's the old umbilical that they took off there. That one has fueled vehicles before. That thing fueled SN20. So, is that tinfoil? No, it's just duct tape. All right, cool. All right. Well, because it's duct tape, it's okay. You just earned yourself a pay raise with the amazing griller. What were you thinking? What solar? What were they thinking? That looks terrible. Look at all the wire. Yep. Interesting, dudes. I think... Am I stupid or are these cameras? Are those cameras right there or am I dumb? Yeah, right, Grant, yeah. Why not both? Okay. Yeah, looks like... I mean, because SpaceX is doing some crazy stuff with their umbilicals, guys. These umbilicals are much more like a docking port. See all the pilot dowels? It works like a docking port. Or a face hugger. And see the latching mechanism right there? That's something that you should probably see. So there's the new one coming in, yeah? Yeah, the piloting position. Yeah, Nils, I think so. They're cameras. They have them all over the pad and chopsticks. Even the transport stands have them. Yep. Hey, get away from it. Get away. Get away from it. What? Borb. Bruh, Borb. Yeah, Andy, it's possible. Yep. Say the birds say that's pretty neat. Yeah. Based in board built. Burp. The Mutter, that's terrible. Dude, it's hard. It's horrid. It's horrible. Dude, just, it's horrible. Doesn't do Chevy justice, to be honest with you. I'm, once again, saying that as a Ford guy. It's just, that's terrible. That doesn't do the truck justice for how nice of a truck that actually is. Because from what I hear, those trucks are nice, but I can't believe it. Somebody looked at that and said, "Yep, perfect." Okay. All right. Well, that's what I got for you from Starship there. Let's see what else we got. There's, I think, one more thing, Jackie. So T0 Systems posted this on Twitter. I want to show you guys this. Keep in mind it's a cell phone video of a screen, but here, take a look. Take a look at this. Doom, I'm awake. All right, that's good to know. Oh. 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 This is Boeing's booth at the Space Symposium. 37th Space Symposium in Colorado Springs. Space Symposium is basically like CES, but for spaceflight. Or E3 for spaceflight. Pick your consumer show. This is... Yeah. I like this. I thought it was KSP too. Nice. Dude, using SLS in a Block 1B configuration, uncrewed, to... Looks like what they're doing there is making Martian transfer vehicles. Oh, I don't hate that. Oh, this is... Yeah, okay. Like SEMA? Kind of, Sawyer. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Mars transfer vehicles. Yeah, I don't hate that. When are we doing this mission in Kerbal? Don't worry, I'm developing very flexible architecture. "9 months in that can? Yeah, that would kind of suck, geek. But I mean, Mark Van High spent more than 9 months at the ISS, so I mean. Night Sun Temple. It's a very small Martian transfer vehicle. I mean, we should bolt that up to a starship. What? Yeah, but the ISS is a bit bigger. I mean, that's a 5-meter module, geek. I mean, look, it's the same size as Orion. Orion's freaking huge. Also, that doesn't... Oh, I know, it is an ESM, okay. I mean, like I said, Orion's gigantic, dude. That's a 5-meter module. So you'd have a lot of space in there. Yeah. watched an Isaac Arthur video on O'Neill cylinders. We could all be living in those and gathering materials from the moon and asteroids. That's what Jeff Bezos wants to do, Doom. Packed full of supplies. Yeah, well, not really. I mean, it looks like it's got a dedicated service module, so all your commodities and stuff is probably here. If it was me, I would keep the environmental control systems inside of the pressurized volume. But, yeah, I mean, who knows? It's definitely radiators on it, but that's, I mean, yeah, that's really freaking cool, dude. Interesting little architecture. There's the Mars sample return. Hey, I mean, I personally think the Skylab idea was better, but this could work. I mean, the other thing that I'm thinking is why not, and I'm sure there's a good reason, but why not use why make a propulsion module? Why not just use an EUS for that? It's probably mass. Mass is probably your thing there. You know, see that? Why don't you just make that all one vehicle? In Skylab style. I was on the ISS? No. But I know how big the modules are. Apparently it makes more sense than terraforming. Yeah, Doom. I mean, yes and no, I suppose. Going to Mars, I want something like the Martian. I'll take Starship, thank you very much. But yeah, interesting video there. That shows what we could do with SLS, man. That shows what you could do with it. I mean, personally, you know, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I'm pretty sure what Boeing just showed on that video, those two could do a lot better. Just saying. Have a shuttle bring an Orion up. And then have another shuttle bring up your HAB module. And then have another shuttle bring up your transfer module. And then build that in low Earth orbit. A Falcon 9 could do that too. Yeah, that's right. But you don't get your upper stage engines back with a Falcon 9. And Solar, you can say whatever you want. You get all of your engines back with this design. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. You say whatever you want. You say whatever you want. Falcon 9. Imagine having a disposable second stage. This post made by Shuttle Gang. And yeah, would love to see 2 space shuttles dock at the same time. Yeah, Raven, it's almost like we made a place where the shuttles can go, where they could stage things and build transfer vehicles quite easily. It's almost like that was the plan with the space shuttle, but we never did it because my budgets. Yeah. Huh. How long does it take to refurb or turn around the shuttle? A month? Month? So, you have 4 orbiters. If it takes a month to turn around the shuttle, which it did, I'm using the 80s metric. I'm using 1985 as an example. You could turn around the shuttle in about a month. If you have 4 orbiters, that is enough to launch literally 4 times a month. I know. Strange concept. You have 4 orbiters, right? And one launches in the first week, comes back after a mission in space. You refurbish it for a month. Second one flies in the second week. Third one flies in the third week. Fourth one flies in the fourth week. By the time the 4th mission is done, the first orbiter's ready to go again. That's what they were trying to do. I mean, personally, I think they should have made 8 orbiters just as a backup. You know, it always pays to have a backup for your backup, especially in spaceflight, but that's just me. And if you had 8, you could have theoretical overlap if they made more shuttles. So you could have theoretical overlap. So, I mean, Geek, if it was me, I would time it so at the start of every mission, there's always 2 shuttle stacks ready to go in case one went wrong. That's literally the STS-400 contingency. They figured that out by the end of the space program. Always have another shuttle stack ready just in case. Yeah, Doom, I'm with you. Yeah. Overlap the missions. and then have, make it so time the logistics so two shuttle stacks are ready when one goes off. And then just have that one sit for a second. Wait till the next week. That one goes off. Replace the next pad with the next shuttle stack. That's what they wanted to do, guys. That's what they were trying to get done. But then Challenger happened because some bonehead ignored the engineering. That's what they want. That's what they foresaw with the shuttle. Guys, they foresaw that so hard. Check this out. I still have Google Earth open. At the beginning of the shuttle program, fellas, they built 2 orbiter processing facilities. There's only 2 OPFs right there. See, these were the shuttle hangars, right? They only built 2. Why did they buy 4 orbiters and build 2 hangars? Because literally at any given time they wanted 2 of them in there, or ideally actually it was one of them empty. One inside of the VAB being put together, one up in space, and one on the pad ready to go. That's what NASA was trying to do with the shuttle program. It never happened. Columbia happened too, though. Yeah, Solar, it's almost like if they had listened and just abided by that rule, they would have just been able to send up another shuttle stack and rescue that crew. Oh, great, you lost Columbia, whatever, you got your crew back, doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, because losing Columbia kind of sucked. It would have sucked either way, but I'll take my way over what actually happened. Yeah. It's almost like they planned for that with the space shuttle, and you can tell just by the OPFs that were made. Eventually, they started flying the shuttle on an infrequent basis because they basically didn't want it. I mean, not didn't want it. That's not the right way to say that. They ended up building a 3rd OPF, so one would be in the VAB, one would be here, one would be here, one would be here, because by the end of the program, Geek, because the vehicle always ended up having teething problems from infrequency of flight. The turnaround time bolstered to like 3 or 4 months. So, oops. But couldn't they have docked and brought up repair solutions? If another shuttle was ready to go, Denny, the repair solution would be send the second shuttle up with 4 or 5 EVA suits and a bunch of extra seats. And use the robotic manipulators, use the RMS to dock the 2 shuttles together, and then they'd have to EVA, unfortunately. You'd need to bring up 7 flight suits. 7 EVMUs. Everybody would have to get inside of the EVMUs, and they'd have to depress the entire cabin. Because Columbia had no airlock built into it at the time. So they would have to depress the cabin and literally go out the side. It would have been complicated, but it could have been done. But they didn't, because they didn't want to fly the shuttle very frequently. They started using this space truck like an RV. And yeah, that led to some teething problems. You don't go camping in a semi-truck. Am I right? I'll take doable over there dead. Thank you very much. Who's going to help that last person in a suit? I don't know. So the other thing that they could have done is just sent another shuttle up with some replacement parts. Could have fixed the replacement parts on orbit. I mean, another shuttle could sit there, look at the damage, right? And if they get everything but like 2 crew off of the space shuttle, right? You bring the rest of the crew home. You leave the 2 guys in the shuttle, and the other shuttle repairs one, and then it goes down with 2 people. The other one goes down with 7. Yeah, they tried, Kim. Yeah, it's a good first attempt. Yeah, Starship will do it. You're right, dude. You're right. I mean, remember how bad EVA suits are for maneuvering. So, yeah, the shuttle could use its RMS to dock the 2 shuttles together. It could be done. It's dangerous. It's a super dangerous mission, but you got to remember, if you put yourself into a scenario like that, saving the crew is tantamount, so... Alright, like Apollo 13, like somebody said in chat. Anyway, alright guys, that's all I have for you today, I think, for Space News. I think I got most of it. You can camp in a semi, but it's not its purpose. Did they know there was an issue when they were in space? Yep. Yeah, they did. Yeah. I have a couple things for post-space. Alright, what do you got? F1 telemetry bot allows you to settle any Formula 1 discussion right away. Just mention the bot with the hashtag telemetry request, specify the Grand Prix drivers in session, and voila. Wow. That's cool. How does this thing extrapolate telemetry data, Hellfish? I still haven't figured that one out. They never went to the ISS on the Columbia mission. On Columbia's final mission. STS-107 was a Space Hab mission. Ooh. Yeah. Novus, are you still here? See what I'm seeing, man? And Rocket Guy, too, for that matter, if you guys are here. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, these are this year's cars. Yep. Yeah, Bandit, I've noticed that. The Red Bull swirls the air. I'm wondering if that's underneath the diffuser. You would want to swirl the air underneath. The reason why you'd want to do that is because you want to make low pressure on the bottom side. I'm not sure what Mercedes is doing with this. It looks like they swirl the air out from underneath the front barge board, right? And then it swirls out and goes over the top, which makes low pressure over the... That makes low pressure behind the side pod. Why would you... That vortex is sealing against the floor. Oh, they use an air dam. Okay, I get you. Yeah, all right, that makes sense. Yeah, see? Oh, man. Yeah, what a nightmare. I mean, Hellfish, I will say this. Mercedes has much faster air, or much, well, I should say slower air moving right here. There's a lot more air here, and if they get, dude, if they channel that correctly to swirl like that, this car is going to go insanely fast. Look at how tight some of these lines are right here. See how close they are together? The closer these lines are together, the more compression you get. So if the lines are further apart, that's lower pressure. If they're closer together, that's higher pressure. See how much air they're moving right there? I see what they were trying to do here, Hellfish. They were trying to swirl, they were trying to accelerate the air right here to get a huge depressurization all down the diffuser. It looks like it didn't work, though. Air skirt, no need for that 70s methodology, yeah. I think the swirls are a different height than the rest. You can see light-colored arrows flowing on top. So, Novus, what they're doing here is they're basically making a compression layer, or a boundary layer on the side of the car. Like, think XB70. They're doing that, but it's underneath, or on the side of the car to seal the car, to make super low pressure underneath at high speed. Yeah, they're basically, they're doing something similar to that, only they're using a vortex to do it. They're not using a boundary layer like you'd see in supersonics. They're using a vortex to create the seal. Well, at least the Red Bull is. It looks like Mercedes tried and they didn't get it right. Ground effect? Well, ground effect with cars and ground effect with planes are two different things. Oh, yeah, Lunprod, there you go. Red Bull one looks like they're energizing the boundary layers. See how they have the air coming out from underneath the car and then air going over, and then they have those cuts right there? That's to get it to swirl. That's really smart, man. That's really smart. Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, so you have the air coming up and over, right? And then you have the air, it's coming up and over, right? And then the air is coming back at it, and it's swirling it on purpose. So the air is doing this, and then air hits it, and it swirls even more. which is, yeah, you're intentionally creating a lot of turbulent air right here in front of the wheel, and that sucks the car down to the ground. That's really smart. It looks like Mercedes really screwed that up. They didn't get it right. But you can see what they were trying to do here. Look. Look, look, look. See that bump right there? They're trying to make low pressure right here to get a swirl going, from what I can tell. That's because everything here is on purpose. See that little bumperino right there? They're trying to get the air to bend that way and swirl on the back of the car. It looks like it didn't swirl. It looks like it's just flowing. It looks like it's laminar flow flowing over the car, in which case it's, yeah, you're not sealing the bottom of the car. And if they're not sealing the bottom of the car, you're going to get a lot of sinusoidal buffeting, because if the seal isn't perfect, right, if you didn't make that vortex big enough to seal underneath the car, the pressure is going to change sinusoidally. It's going to go like this, hence the porpoising. What causes that? There you go. Not making a good seal, Bagel. Aero isn't my forte, but it looks like the side of the Red Bull car is purposely creating turbulent air with the notches. The Mercedes doesn't have that, and it transitions back to a laminar effect. Bingo. Yep, yep. Giesen! 10 subs! Thanks, man! Bigger air. Bigger air. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. Cheers. Sent link. This one isn't of ugly Chevys, is it? No, okay. All right, it's not. All right, Mutter, what do you got? What do you got for me? Agree. Red Bull side pod shows likely Mercedes flaw. Yep. Yeah, here, let's take a look. Yep. See, Mercedes tried to put these bumps and stuff in here, Nova. See that? That's all on purpose. They tried to do that to make the seal. And in that other design, guys, right? In the other design, the air from here is being vectored up and over. And then this air is hitting it, and it's causing the air's kind of come up and over, and this air pushes it away, and it causes a lot of drag right here. You basically create a seal with air, and it sucks the car down to the ground because you're making low pressure underneath. It's tough to tell with an orthogonal view. Yeah. And then you see they have a venturi on the back of the car. This is called that's the diffuser. The diffuser takes any air that's left underneath the car and takes the air that's flowing in a certain volume and expands the volume of the air, but doesn't change the amount of air going into that volume. You're going from really, really short space to a really, really big space. When air does that, it depressurizes. That depressurization is creating a vacuum. And then you couple that with the air flowing over this, and it creates downforce. It sucks the car to the ground. It's really smart, man. But Mercedes didn't get it right. They're not making enough turbulent air to get a seal. That's the problem. It's not sealing, and that's why the car, if you follow Formula 1, that's why the car is doing this when it goes down the road, because you're not getting a good seal. Yeah, interesting. Oh, ooh, here we go. So speed, load, rear downforce increases dramatically. Yeah, see, it's buffeting. See, sinusoidal. After a certain speed, it's not going to seal correctly, and you get sinusoidal buffering. Perfect. See, we got it. Saw a neat video about Miata Aero. Apparently, the front and rear aero can add downforce without increasing drag because of the cleaner overall airflow of the car. Yeah, coefficient of drag do be like that. Oh, nice, Master. That's cool. Hey, Envy. Envy, how are you? These are the current cars are the new cars, Niels. Yeah. Isn't depressurizing air causing heat? No, Hydro. Ideal gas law. PV equals nRT. Low pressure actually makes it cold. Yeah. Gases at low pressure get colder. Gases at high pressure get hotter. You got it backwards. Interesting. This is a great article. Mutter, thanks for linking this up. Yeah, see? Look, there it is. See the seal? That's those slits, the slits that they have in the floorboard right there. See what it's doing? Yeah, see, air curves like this, if you guys want to know a little bit about how air moves, right? It's often quantified with arrows like this, right? When you see air take a tighter turn, when the air bends like that, that's drag. That's visualized drag. So these tight corners that the air is making, drag. Lots of it. Especially right here. Hey, Jaywa. It's also dependent on the volume of the air. Yeah, Novus, at speed, it's going to do different things. My guess is that the Red Bull is somewhere in between. Think about it like the shuttle engine's nozzle is a hybrid nozzle. This arrow is probably designed to work okay at lower speeds, but work really well at high speeds. Because, Novus, during the last Formula 1 race, they raced Jeddah. And Jeddah is a track with a lot of long straights. And the Red Bull caught the Ferrari because it could go faster. Which means that whatever this is, whatever they did here, works really well. I wonder what the comparison is to Ferrari. Well, Hellfish linked something. See, this is cool, guys, because I don't mind sharing Formula 1 engineering from time to time. This is the same stuff that we talk about with airplanes. Airplanes do the same thing, only the airplanes are upside down. It's the same thing, but upside down. True story. It's literally the same stuff. I don't know anything about F1. That's Adrian Newey all day. Novus, the chief engineer for Red Bull, is a huge aerospace guy. His name's Adrian Newey. He's an aerospace engineer. Yeah, see, Ferrari's doing the same thing. But see, Novus, look, Red Bull did it with those cuts in the barge board to make drag right there. Ferrari did it with the angle of the side pod. They increased local coefficient of drag right here. And that's what's creating the drag right here, and that's what makes the Ferrari go fast. The Ferrari is faster than the Mercedes. See how Mercedes, it looks like what Mercedes was trying to do is go with a smaller side pod design to overall decrease drag so their car would go faster. But it looks like they didn't get their barge board. That's what these pieces are called, the floorboards of an F1 car. It looks like they didn't get the barge boards right. So it's ending up making insane amounts of turbulent air. Actually, it doesn't make turbulent. It makes laminar flow over underneath the back of the car. It doesn't disrupt the air enough, believe it or not, which makes sense because it's a low-profile side pod. Yeah, exactly, Mike. Yeah, Mighty, you got it. Yeah, when cars lose wings, they go up when they lose the front spoiler or something, or Le Mans in '99, if air gets underneath that car, the car turns into a wing and not a spoiler, and it goes up in the air. You're right. Martin Brundle says the F1 car can run on the ceiling of a tunnel. Said it for years. I'd believe that, Liquidator. And these ones probably can even more. Especially that Red Bull. Cue the lawnmower gif. There's no need to be upset. Yeah, see the angle right there? Ferrari's making a lot of drag with the side pod, which is smart. That's a really smart way to do that. Ferrari can't also use the engine in full power due to aero issues. Yep. Laminar flow. Somebody learned that from Destin or from engineering. Laminar flow is just undisrupted air, King, but yeah. I think you learned it from Destin, man. Which is not a bad thing. Destin is amazing. I love aerodynamics. That's my favorite. How stuff moves through the air is really cool. It's really cool stuff because you can literally create a vacuum under the car by creating drag on the outsides of the sideboards, the outsides of the barge board. You can make the car literally it's like putting a vacuum cleaner in the bottom of the car and sucking all the air out and pushing it into the ground. That's really freaking cool. It's cool that Red Bull did it with a little cut in the barge board. That's all they did was put those two things in there. See that? See those two little cuts? That's what's doing it. Right there. Smart. Real smart. Your flow is turbulent. Ugh. L's, my only weakness. Remember when they stuck a fan in the back of an F1 car for ground effect a long time ago? The Brabham BT46, Gorthon, it was the same idea. So, yeah, I say jam a vacuum cleaner into the back of a car. But, oh, that's a tire. But in the 70s, somebody literally had the idea of shoehorning a vacuum cleaner in the back of their car. Yeah. The Brabham F1 team. And that's exactly what they did. And F1 promptly banned it. They were on the right track. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. It's really smart. Why would they ban it? Because it gave them an unfair advantage. The Red Bull RB18. Yep, see the cut right there? There it is. It's designed to scoop the air up and push it over the top and make it turbulent right there. That's cool. This screams Adrian Newey. It screams Adrian Newey. Look at that. Oh yeah. Yep. I watched Rush over the weekend. One of the cars had 4 smaller front tires. That's a Tyrrell P34. Tyrrell P34. Yep. I forget what the exact reason was behind that, but yep. Yeah, it did. F1 in the 70s was just aerodynamic R&D 101. Yeah. Dude, everybody brought all kinds of crazy stuff to the table to try and get an advantage. More road contact. So the idea was that it could handle better, but also it has 6 friggin' wheels. I mean, that's cool, but also it has 6 friggin' wheels. Yeah, Drive to Survive is pretty cool, Kane. Yeah, I'm happy that's getting more people into F1. But look, dude, look at this thing. Look at this freaking car, man. Oh, it's a nice looking car, dude. It's a nice looking car. More wheels means more contact, thus more power transfer, right? Well, in the case of the Tyrrell Solar, better handling. It kind of worked. Nowadays, what they do. So nowadays, you want to increase your traction. That's what this thing does. This thing forces the front of the car into the ground. It forces those tires into the ground, so your contact patch stays the same even if you're going through a corner, because the wing pushes the front into the ground. The car doesn't like roll up to the side or anything. The aerodynamics force it down, so you get good traction through the corners. Once again, they figured that one out later. The front wing. If you want to go into some F1 history here, front wing, the first one to do that was this guy. Colin Chapman. He was an engineer for Lotus. He literally is Lotus. Colin Chapman is the founder. It was the founder of Lotus. So the reason why people like Lotus cars is because they did all kinds of aerodynamics and mechanical tricks and stuff. And the first one to have like a front wing on it was the Lotus 49. See, they figured out that you could get better traction by forcing those tires into the ground with a wing. Also, there was the early season Lotus 49 with no wings, and that thing just looks one of the best looking Formula One cars of all time. Oh. Have you seen the Gordon Murray T50? It's basically a McLaren F1 Mark II with a fan stuck in the back. I have seen the T50. Yeah, I saw it on Drive Tribe. Serious. Beautiful car. Yeah, Jason, you just... Yeah. Just... Oh. 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 Look at that. Mechanical fuel injection. Mechanical fuel injection. Look at the trumpets. Oh. Simplify and add lightness. Best part is no part. Yeah, you guys, so for the SpaceX fans, Bill, that's actually a good point. For the SpaceX fan, you know how Elon says best part is no part? Colin Chapman is that to Formula One. Best part is no part, dude. Didn't Enzo Ferrari say the wagon should pull the cart and then Ferrari got beaten by a rear engine vehicle? Yep. Stubborn Italians, man. Yeah, the Lotus 49, first one to start messing with wings, and that opened up a can of worms. And what we have nowadays is that. Yep, you can see the similarities. They're there. Oh man, poor Colin would be rolling in his grave if he saw what Lotus is doing today. Agreed. Yep, you'll get no argument from me. I wonder what would happen if somebody came up with an all-wheel drive Formula 1 car. It's against regulations, but all-wheel drive Formula cars have been tried before. Not in Formula 1, but in Indy. The funny thing is that's also Lotus. Check this out. That's a Lotus 56. It is all-wheel drive. They're not canards. They're spoilers. King differences. That's an all-wheel drive Formula car. It literally looks like a Pinewood Derby car. But see, the thing is, you guys want to see something crazy? You know something about the Lotus 58? That's someone's elbow. Want to know something crazy about the Lotus 58? Jet engine. Pratt & Whitney STN 76 gas turbine. Mid-engine all-wheel drive turbine powered. Yep. Got a jet engine in it. Sitting behind the driver. Yeah, it's a gas turbine. Like a helicopter motor. Yep. Wait, really? No, really. This was fielded in a race. Pratt & Whitney STN 76 gas turbine. Yep. Full-time all-wheel drive. No transmission. Just throttle the jet engine. Yep. 600 horsepower. Yep. Jet engine all-wheel drive, baby. Oh yeah, they tried it. It worked. It worked pretty well, actually. It raced at Indy. Yep, yep. You can't overcome aerodynamic issues? Just push through it faster. That's right. There's a video of it driving. I'm sure there's somewhere around it. I'm sure you could find a video of it somewhere around. Flagging. Sorry, that was English. Yeah. Yeah. That's a cool car. All-wheel drive jet engine, dude. The drive shaft goes up to the side of the driver. So the front drive shaft goes out and around, and then it has like an offset diff because the driver's feet are here. So the diff goes like this, and then the drive shaft goes down underneath it. Really freaking cool. Really way ahead of its time, dude. The F4 of F1, indeed. I mean, it was an Indy car, but yeah, Lotus did it. Colin Chapman was willing to try anything. They were willing to try whatever, dude. Whatever they could do to get a leg up. Racing was insane. It was like nutso R&D. And don't get me wrong, it still is. Formula 1 is still like this. It's just little aerodynamic improvements here and there. They aren't like swapping the motor out because the regulations are too tight, but it's still cool. What next? RCS? Been tried. Box said it would make it faster, and it did. Sounds like a rotary engine. It's just a gas turbine. It's a helicopter motor.
There on the line is Andy Petrie in the Lotus Pratt & Whitney special, the STP special. Which
That's not the car making noise. Hold on, listen.
Of the entry looked set for victory in 1968 in the Indianapolis 500, and
that's
bad luck took all three cars out of the running.
Just let's go.
That's the noise.
The 1968 turbine power 4-wheel drive. Just, it's 50 years ago. The Quattro. Oh,
that's the noise, dude. I'll show you it. Here, look. That's not the noise, dude. That's the car in front of it. Look at all the heat coming off that thing.
Which again comes from our Americana part of the entry.
Listen to this.
Set for victory in 1968 in the Indianapolis 500, and then bad luck took all three cars out of the running.
That's awesome! Oh, that's awesome! I love it!
68 turbine power 4-wheel drive. Just, it's 50 years ago. The Quattro.
Oh, that's Oh, that's so cool. Oh man, isn't that sick, dude? I wish they would let them do stuff like that. So that's where the Pinewood Derby body style came from. Pedal, that's what I said. It looks like a Pinewood Derby car. They spared no expense on everything but the shape. They're like, well, we already did all this work on the drivetrain. What should we make it look like? A block of wood? Sure, all right, whatever. We don't have time for that. Dude, seriously, though, that thing, I don't know how fast it goes. I know it was fast. It's a jet engine. Of course it's fast. Yeah, very old racer. I think those things hit 2 bills. I think. I could be wrong, though. I mean, if not, if it wasn't 200 miles an hour, 320 kph, it was close. They definitely went fast. They should make a no-limit league. Well, Dave, that's pretty much what LMP1 is. LMP1 is do whatever you want. LMP1 in the Le Mans series is make whatever. Yeah. There have been diesels in LMP1, rotaries. LMP1 is just, yeah, make whatever you want. Lotus 88. That's a nice car. My personal favorite is the 98T. 98T is my favorite Lotus. Lotus 49 is, yeah, I like that too, but the 98T is my favorite. You know what would be a weird kind of engine? A diesel Wankel engine. Wankels do make high compression, so yeah, I'm wondering why nobody's ever done that. Huh. I'm sure there's a reason, but also, yeah, interesting. I can't wait for the new LMP1 rules where the cars have to be based off of production of hypercars. That's kind of cool. 787B. Yeah, 787B, of course. Listen to this. The duck. Quack, 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 quack. Let's go. Quack, 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 quack. I'm in my happy place. Stop it. Stop it. You stop this. You stop this now. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. No more cars. No more. Oh. Oh. I'm back. Sorry. And I have the combination. Yeah, probably or not. Yeah, the apex seals. What is this? This isn't a gas turbine. That's a turbojet car. Well, that's nice. 5